there's no other job that I'd want to do.
The bond among firefighters goes well beyond the patches adorning their uniforms or how long they've been wearing them. For instance, Mike here has been wearing the Spokane Fire Department patch on his shoulder for 29 years.
It's a great town, great department.
While Alex with Fire District 10,
I've only been firefighting for a year and a half, going on 2 years.
Well, he's just getting started. But even in his young career,
This was awarded to me from my district.
his accolades include this heart.
They hand these pins out when someone saves someone with CPR.
And both Alex and Mike will tell you, no matter where you're at in your firefighting career, unfortunately, there are plenty of opportunities to earn a pin like this. And it just so happens, Alex earned this professional prestige in a very personal way.
So they gave me this for saving my dad.
His dad,
On so many levels, it just kind of blows my mind.
Mike.
I think about Alex when, he was a little baby and we brought him home from the hospital, and, you're rocking this baby in your arms. Most people don't ever think, oh yeah, someday this kid's gonna save my life. It's the furthest thing from your mind.
Growing up in a firefighting family and hanging around fire stations,
I just had a bunch of other fatherly figures and cool uncles.
from an early age, Alex knew he wanted to be just like his dad.
Definitely 95% of the reason I decided to become a firefighter.
Of course, there were also other benefits.
And the other 5% was how cool the trucks were.
But cool trucks aside, he really just wanted to be the hero that his dad was to him. And last Christmas,
That night we had dinner, we opened presents, all that kind of stuff.
Alex's hero
I went to bed before everybody else. I usually do.
needed one of his own.
I remember waking up on the floor and I thought, man, I was having a work dream or something. I thought I was at work on a medical call.
But as Mike came to, the dream was off.
Then I realized the perspective was all wrong.
I swapped into autopilot and just did the CPR I was trained to do.
Pumping away at his dad's chest for 10 minutes.
I'm still surprised that I was able to do so, because in my head I was like, this is my dad. I can't believe this is happening.
Alex kept life circulating through his dad until Missoula firefighters arrived, who took over saving Mike's life with, in another full circle moment, a CPR technique the Missoula Fire Department had adopted from the Spokane Fire Department.
The effectiveness of the compressions can go down because it's very tiring.
A technique known as pit crew CPR.
So we have guys lined up, ready to go, so we rotate out every 2 minutes. And that way it keeps the guys doing compressions fresh.
It's a technique Mike has seen increase save rates in his department over the last few years.
And it's very effective. It's been great.
And a technique that would ultimately save his life, thanks to the initial quick action of Alex, who of course will tell you
It's so rare, just how textbook perfect it was.
the credit isn't solely his own. From his mother staying awake that night and catching the warning signs of Mike in distress,
If she hadn't done that, he wouldn't be sitting here next to me.
to his sister on the phone with 911.
She was in there rooting for him, screaming, you keep fighting, let's go, come on, Mike.
In the aftermath of his heart attack, a left bundle branch block, Mike has recently returned to work in his new role of deputy fire marshal.
I won't be coming back to the line. I've fought my last fire, which is weird to think.
But he leaves the front line knowing it's in good hands.
I'm really glad that, he chose the career path that he did. He's been doing the training he has, the education that he has.
And he leaves with a message to all within earshot.
Take a CPR class. You might just save your own family member.
In Spokane, Corey Howard, KHQ Local News.